everybody, Vaping Vinny here again, and I'm back with a hardware review for you folks. It's this little beauty. Little beauty being part of its name, kind of. It's the Asgard Mini RDA from Vaperz Cloud. As you can see, I'm using it on my SQ Squonk. I'll explain that choice later on down the line. But yeah, let's have a quick little vape on the Asgard. Wow. Wow. Really flavoursome. But before I get into the depths of this on the deck, this product was not sent to me for the purpose of a review. This was purchased by myself for to use by myself, but I'm doing a review. Because why not? It was actually sent to me via Sub-Zero Coils. Thank you very much, Andy. I'm sure you've all seen Andy on the LXV. But yeah, I'll get the Asgard down on the deck. We'll have a closer look at it. I'll pop a build in, show you how I do it and how I like to do it, and I'll explain why when we come back up top. And then I'll go through pros and cons. Down on the deck we go. Okay folks, this is the Vaperz Cloud Asgard down on the deck and up close. This is how the RDA comes when it arrives, in a little velvet pouch. No box with this one. And inside the pouch you get a choice of two drip tips, a really low profile one and a slightly not so low profile one. That's what comes in bag number one. Bag number two, you get a little Allen key, some O-rings, and some grub screws for the posts, and a very small grub screw as well. Although I think they're the same as the posts, aren't they? Yes, they are. I'll come back to one of those in a second and talk more then when we come back up top, and I'll give you my pros and cons. Anyway, moving on. I'll take the RDA out, and this is the Asgard RDA. Let's turn it the right way. There we are. Let's take the beauty ring off, and that's what it looks like without the beauty ring. I have changed the drip tip for one more of my taste, a bit bigger. And yeah, this is the Asgard from Vaperz Cloud. When the camera wants to work, I'll show you the engraving there. It doesn't want to work. Come on, you blasted camera. There we are, Asgard. And the airflow control. I have been using this RDA, as you can tell by the juice all over it. There's the airflow, and it's the same on the other side as well. And pop that down onto my Mods ST build stand. I've got two flat wire coils to pop in this RDA. Show you how I do it. And there's the deck. Let's bring that up a little bit higher. Postless deck. Very nice looking deck. And an immensely deep juice well in there. It's got to be nearly a centimetre deep when the camera wants to work. Let me just take my coils off. There we are. That juice well must be nearly a centimetre deep. Really great juice well. And part of the reason I'm actually using this RDA as a squonking RDA myself, that juice well is huge. And there's your holes for your coils. And your grub screws, flatheads. Oh, I've gone upside down. They're on the sides there. There and there. Nice, flat, big, juicy grub screws. Let's pop a build in. So I'm using some flat wire. Talk amongst yourselves. Love the grub screws, really big, juicy, flathead grub screws, and absolutely huge amount of room in the actual the leg holes there. Put some insanely big builds. I'd love to have seen a 30mm one for some series. Alas, I have a mini. There we go. That is how easy and quick it is to build on. That's those coils in. I didn't pre-measure those legs or anything, or use any jig. That's how I cut them off when I made the coils. Straighten those up. Slightly in a bit. Cross. Slightly in a bit. Absolutely perfect in there. Bring that up when it wants to focus again. Come on, camera. There we are. That's how I like to build on my Asgard. Just slightly in towards the centre. And I suppose quite long legs. But again, it gets the coils nearer. I mean, you can go the opposite way and get them near the airflow. But then you got to wick round slightly. That leg's come undone. Better. Let's just put them back over the juice well. My personal preference. Gonna pulse those. Just bear with me, folks. Slight technical issue. Which is probably going to be, there we go. Right, let's quickly pulse these coils. I'm using a squonk. I'll explain that when I come back up top as well. It is a mechanical squonk. My batteries in this at the moment are quite flat. I will be changing them. Actually gone too far with that one. That's better. I have a feeling that one's come loose. Not liking the flat wire too much, the clamps. There we are. Pulsing perfectly now. I'll cheat a little bit. I'm sure people have seen me do this before, just to cool the coils down to width for a review. My cotton choice at the moment, when I can get it out, didn't come prepared today, is cotton candy collection. Wrong way, there we go, cotton candy collection. Cracking all round cotton for your RDAs, RTAs, everything really. Didn't come too well prepared today, folks. go. So I'm using this on a squonk. I will explain why. I'll pop that beauty ring in. I can see why some of them fast forward this and put music over it now. My needle nose. Better. That's probably way too much gone there. Let's thin that out. Best made pans and all that go up in smoke. That's better. And there we go, folks. That's how I like to wick and build my Asgard. Comes into focus again. There we are. Right, I'll juice this beauty up, come back up top and give my final thoughts, pros and cons on the Asgard RDA from Vaperz Cloud. Okay, folks, we're back up top with the Asgard Mini RDA from Vaperz Cloud, which I have sat on top of my SQ, Squonk. Right, why have I got it sat on a Squonk? I'll cover that bit first. The Asgard comes as standard fitted, the Squonk pin. There is no actual solid pin for the RDA. You have to pop in one of these tiny little grub screws. I'll try and get a close up of one of those through the bottom of the pin, which then makes it a solid pin to use on a mech, regulated device, whatever you choose to use it on. For me, there is no seal on that. There's no little seal into the pin, and I had a little bit of issues with juice seeping through. Tried different pins, tried it really tight, tried it not that tight, still had some seepage through. So I decided to use it on a Squonk. And I actually like it on a Squonk. The juice well's that deep on it. It's a monstrously deep juice well. It's a perfectly squonking RDA for me. Really, really is. Some things I didn't show any up close because I wanted to save them for this bit is the airflow control. How you actually do it is very clever. Now, obviously, you've got all the little honeycombing things. I think that's the popular term for it now. I call them pinholes myself. But just to open and close it, it's just simply you turn the top of the RDA. Yada, like most things, most RDA, but it's just so smooth. And it locks. You go so far and it locks. Then you go back the other way until you get it fully open. I just like it. It's just neat. It's very neatly done. And it's all done through the position of the airflow control and how it clamps down onto the deck. It's just really, really neat and really smooth. And a nice bit of innovation from Vaperz Cloud. A really, really nice bit of innovation. It really is. I like the beauty ring. I have had some issues when I did try it on some mechs that it meant the pin coming through, protruding through the mech was too short and wasn't actually making contact with the cell. So that's a little bit of a problem if basically you end up leaving out the beauty ring, the big ring at the bottom there. But there's no aesthetically, for me, it's not a beauty. I mean, it just, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit big for my little SQ with the beauty ring on, because that makes it 28mm. But without the beauty ring on, it just looks really, really plain. The engravings are really small, because obviously they fit above the beauty ring there. So design finish wise, engraving wise, and things like that, it's quite straightforward and minimalistic, I think is the best way to put it. But it does this. It produces clouds. Not only that, the flavour with my coils not on the side again, a bit like my build I did in the flatline. Keep them in the middle, tuck them in a little bit so they're nearer your taste buds when you're actually sucking on this thing. And the flavour is sensational. It's up there with a flatline RDA and my personal favourite, the APOC. Flavour wise, I cannot knock it. Cloud production wise, I can't knock it. It's a little bit loud with the airflow. Actually, I'll take that back. The airflow isn't loud at all. That's not bad at all. No whistling. It's lovely and smooth. Great flavour. It's an RDA that's growing on me. But like I say, my only issue, my major con is that pin. I'd like to see a solid 510 pin in the bottom rather than it come with a hole in it and you put a grub screw in. Because I have a tiny bit of juice seep through onto cells in mechs and onto regulated devices as well. That's why I personally use it on my Squonk. But other than that, it is cracking. It is a beautiful RDA for vaping. Aesthetically, yeah, it's not too bad, but I suppose beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Would I go out and buy this if I lost this RDA? Yeah, I probably would do. It's up there in my personal top 5 RDAs purely because of the flavour and the clouds. It's yeah, the flavour and the flavour is absolutely banging. Absolutely banging. Really nice. Really, really nice. Brian Harrison, top job, buddy. Top job. There we go, folks. Asgard Mini RDA. If you're after another flavour chaser, a bit like the Flatline, go grab yourself an Asgard. Bye-bye for now, folks. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you want. Yada, yada, yada. I'll be back again very soon. Bye-bye for now.